when I hold you in my arms.
Hey there YouTubers, so I'm finally back with a process video. I haven't done one of these in ages, but after summer holidays I have a problem with my iPad. I can just record one video at a time because I don't have a lot of memory to store the videos that I record. So yeah, I was trying to record the late layouts from my summer project book, but yesterday I managed to fit in this process video. I tried to make it short. And basically, this is a layout that came out pretty quickly. I had seen the sketch from Ashley Horton on Facebook, and I liked the sketch a lot. Now, I don't have a silhouette die cutting machine, but I wanted to try my hand at doing my own kind of die cutting on the page. And I think I did quite a decent job out of it. And basically the sketch, it showed a few hearts which had been cut out with the silhouette, and well, a few more embellishments. A pretty simple sketch, but I think it was very well, designed, very well balanced. So I had this picture of Laura from the summer. And this summer we managed to kind of take a photo shoot of Laura. My cousin is into photography, and we went by the beach one day, and I dressed her up in one of her pretty dresses, and we could take a quick photo shoot, and it was really nice. I have some really good pictures, so this was one of those pictures that I meant to scrap. And what I'm doing here is I chose some pattern paper from the CEDAR LANE Collection. I just love this collection. I fell in love with it as soon as it came out, and I did not buy a lot of stuff because, well, we're all trying to not spend a lot of money on scrapbooking supplies, but it's so hard. But anyway, I bought the 6x6 paper pad because I liked all the sheets, and then I bought, I think, perhaps about 4 or 5 sheets of paper, the bigger sheets of paper. And I got the ephemera bag, which is just beautiful. It's got a lot of pieces with glitter, gold glitter, and it's just beautiful. So I did mean to use this collection for these pictures, but as a background sheet of paper, I'm using, I think it's a Dear Lizzie, I don't know what the collection was, but it was one of the sheets that came in the hip kits. So yeah, I used it as my background. I liked the gray tone in the background, and the triangles were not very busy, and I thought it just fit perfectly well. So now I'm doing what I find hardest, which is matting my photos. I don't know why I have like a big problem when I try to do layers. I see a lot of people layering and they just make it look so easy. But when I try to do it, I find it so hard. I think for me, the easiest part of a scrapbook layout is probably the embellishing part. That just comes together really quickly for me. But the part where I'm layering pieces of paper, I do struggle with at times. I did not have to layer so much because, as you can see, the hearts, I put a piece of pattern paper in each and every one of those hearts, so I already had enough color on the layout. But I did want to kind of mat the photo and use the same papers that I used inside the hearts that I cut out. And finally, this is what it ended up looking like. And very soon what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start embellishing. So I'm going to put the photo on some foam tape to kind of make it stand out. Here, for some reason, I forgot to press the record button, but what I had done was I used some Heidi Swap Gold mist, and I went around the circles that I previously drew in pencil, and then I splattered a few dots, and then with a lot of patience, I hand sewed the thread, the pink thread. So there are 2 big things that I would like to get in the future to continue my scrapbooking projects. And one of those things is the silhouette die cutting machine. And I was asking you this morning in one of the Facebook groups I'm in whether getting the big silhouette machine is worth it compared to getting the portrait one, which is smaller. The portrait one can fit A4 pages, whereas the bigger one can fit 12 by 12 pages. So, but the price difference is quite substantial. So I kind of have to see about that. And it's just a huge investment. Then another thing that I would like to invest in is probably a sewing machine. I have no clue how to sew anything. And it would purely be a sewing machine that I would use for scrapbooking. I did get a small sewing machine. It was a kind of handheld sewing machine, but I had a lot of trouble with it because I don't know why I used it and the thread would just keep coming out. Pretty hard to use. It's a good brand because I think it's Singer. The brand is Singer, and it didn't cost me a lot of money. It was like 20 euros when I got it. But yeah, we're not very good friends, I have to say. So I was fiddling a bit with the title. I was going to put Beautiful Smile, and finally I found a little die cut from the ephemera pack which said Blessing. So the title is going to be Beautiful Blessing. I was wondering whether I should have used thickers for this layout to do my title, but I don't know. I had the ephemera pack at hand and I was just lazy to take any thickers out. Then these foxes were just adorable, and they came in the ephemera pack as well, and I used them up, and a few flowers as well, and basically that's it. There's not much more that I can say about this layout. I'm going to keep embellishing a bit here and there, but it came out pretty quickly after I spent some time doing the layering behind the photo, which, now that I look at it, I like how the layering turned out. I like the fact that the blue part that I put behind the picture balances with the blue heart at the bottom, and yeah, I think it turned out quite nicely. And I invite you to have a look at my channel. I'm still posting videos of some layouts that I'm working on in my summer album. I still have not managed to finish the album. These kind of things tend to take me a long time to finish. I always start with a lot of excitement, but then I kind of let it go for a bit. What I don't want is my summer album to overlap my December daily, which is coming in about 2 months. That's that's a very short time from now. So I'm going to try and finish my summer album quickly, so I can just, move on to my December daily. I do not have a clear idea of what I want to do this year. I liked how the one last year turned out. I still have to film a video and show you my December daily from last year. I don't do a December daily as such. I don't do every day of December, but I do a mini album and I still call it a December daily. And that's it for today. I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'll see you soon with the next layout. Bye.
I'm with you. When I hold you in my arms, love, something changes.